We got a problem, and our problem is this. Every time a new product comes out with one of these, we seem to lose our minds. Warm Audio has just released a brand new product called WA-MPX, and thankfully they reached out and sent me 2 of their stereo units to check out. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a comment down below at any point during the video. It's one of my favorite things to be able to interact with you guys. If you want to support the channel, drop a super thanks. Otherwise, the best way you can do it is just by subscribing. Let's see if I can remember everything that's on the front of the WA-MPX, and if I can tell it to you while I'm on my way to the studio. It all starts with our input selection switches. I can have something like a bass guitar plugged in, plus an output from my console, as well as a microphone plugged in. And because the line input is on TRS, when you turn on phantom power, you know that you're not going to be sending phantom power into your interface by mistake. After that, we have our input and output potentiometers. So by driving the unit hard, you can add cool harmonics above it. And it then changes it not just from a mic pre, but also into a useful piece of kit for mixing. Next to that, we have our VU meters. Always love having VU meters on a device, just saves a bunch of time. Underneath that, we have this battery of switches, and they feel really thick and chunky and like really well built. We have 48-volt phantom power. Then we have high gain. High gain adds an extra valve into the circuit, which gives you an additional 20 decibels of gain. That 20 decibels comes in clutch when you are recording things like acoustic guitars. Bit of a creepy little area. Creepy noises, nice. Then we have polarity reverse. Then after that, we have our tone switch. The tone switch is really cool because it changes the transformer winding from a 1:9 ratio to a 1:18 ratio. This kind of adds a bit of thickness to the low end, which I really appreciate. It kind of softens the top slightly. After that, we have our 80 Hertz low cut. I do wish it was a 40 and an 80 Hertz. Then we have our 2K high cut. This is an interesting decision. I think what would have been really useful here is a 15, 8, and 2K switch, or even cooler would be an NAB EQ curve switch. Then we come on to the tape saturation circuit. It's got a lot to do with how you drive the unit, of course, but it would have been great to be able to get more of a fine control of the type of distortion that we're getting from the device. I think that pretty much covers the front of the unit. I think it's time to introduce you to the guest on this video, the wonderful Scott Poley, and he's going to be with us today.
Hello, sir.
Oh my God, what did you bring?
58 telly. It's got to be gone. Something to do with it. Let's do it.
Wanted you to feel safe when we sat down at that overpriced cafe to negotiate. No more than one drink on a date. You weaponized restraint to manipulate. I can feel you circling in. You wanna make this last. I feel like I'm being held against my will by the demons in your past. I can be a getaway from the years of the pain, from the fear of the change. You need me to validate when you're most insecure, and I'm not really sure about it. I'm all around, but I'm not gonna lie with you. I'm all around, but I'm not gonna lie for you. Said it was bad delivery with good intent, but you said you hadn't slept. The problem here is clear. I'm not the kind of guy to tell you what you wanna hear. It's kind but insincere. There's no room left here for debate. I can see it in your face. Counting down till you can walk away. Leave me with the blame. I can be
Alright, so that is the WA-MPX. This device feels really well built. At no point did I feel like they had cut any costs on this device where I was like, oh my goodness, this is not going to last for very long. The fact that it feels quite serviceable, replacing tubes could be quite easy. Earlier on in my YouTube channel, I said that the greatest compliment that you can give a piece of kit is the ability to kind of forget that it exists. And with the exception of the tone controls, when I'm just using this as a mic pre, it's quite forward, it doesn't feel dull, and I did kind of just use it as I would have reached for any other mic pre in my arsenal. But as soon as you start driving the device, the character of it really comes forward. I get really excited when a company makes a product that doesn't exist anymore but was made in the past. So recently I did a video for H Labs, they did their Studio 169, I'll drop a link for that up here. And to see Warm Audio stepping in and making this cool WA-MPX remake is a really tasty piece of kit. And I hope to see more manufacturers leaning into things that are either brand new pieces of kit or a piece of kit that is coming back from the past. That's the WA-MPX. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please drop a comment down below, or of course subscribe to the channel. If you want to support me, then drop a super thanks. That allows me to upload more consistently. Most importantly, I hope that you're all looking after yourselves and you're being kind. I'll see you in the next video.